Hello there. How's everybody doing this morning? Well, I was feeling pretty good this morning. I done been up. Let's see, it's 11:18 a.m. by my clock. And I have been up since early this morning, and I have already been out. Um, Got me a cup of coffee, drank my coffee. I went to Dunkin' Donuts actually, which was about 15 minutes from here, or maybe 10, I don't know, on my scooter. And I bought coffee. I think Dunkin' Donuts has started to water down their coffee because it didn't taste quite as good as it did the last time. I bought it at the same place, but the last time I bought it, it was more, I don't know, robust. But today, it felt like it had been watered down, like they put less coffee in it. I know everybody's cutting back, but if they cut back like this, if they like this the next time I go, I'm going to go to the other Dunkin' Donut. I'm going to go two or three more blocks, and that would be downtown, and get me a cup of coffee. Because I'm buying the one, but it's a busy little Dunkin' Donut. And I bought the tater tots, and I bought myself two glazed donuts. As a matter of fact, I still got one glazed donut right here. And guess what, y'all? It was so gooey inside. I don't know what it go in on. It was so, I don't know about this one. Now, I haven't I haven't broken, into this one yet. But the first one that I ate, it was gooey inside. I don't know what's going on with that Dunkin' Donuts. I never, ever had a complaint about Dunkin' Donuts before. And I've been going to Dunkin' Donuts for many years. And compared to Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts is my favorite. I have never, wait a minute, don't get it twisted, y'all. I've never had Starbucks. Never had Starbucks in my lifetime. But in my book, I was satisfied with Dunkin'. Even when Krispy Kreme came, when Krispy Kreme first came up here, man, cars were lined up all down the street waiting for the opening. Because you could see them when they're cooking and they come off there and they're hot and everything like that. I had Krispy Kreme because my daughter, she was in the line. I never was in the line myself, but I've had, the donuts myself because I got it from my daughter. My daughter had bought a box or something. I don't know. I don't know if she got it from a restaurant, not a restaurant, but a grocery store or not. Because at one time, you could buy Krispy Kreme in the regular grocery store. I haven't seen them in a while. I don't think it's happening anymore. I haven't even seen nor have I heard anything about Krispy Kreme. But anyway, Dunkin' Donuts was my guy. He was my go-to. Or is that a she? She was my go-to. But I'm about to change my mind about this particular one. You know? So, I just came up here to tell y'all that. And I had the tater tots, and the tater tots were horrible. Ugh. I don't know what happened to them either, because those things used to be real good. They were greasy, but good. Anyhow, I came back by, what's the name of that? Family Dollar. Because I don't know if you remember the other day, I had went to Family Dollar and got some t-shirts, and I had taken those back and got some, because they were too small. I think it was a purplish looking one and a hot pink looking one. And then I got it in exchange for two. Did I bring them up? Yeah, I did. I got the hoodies. Now this is too big, y'all. Okay? It's sort of like that jersey type material. But I think right now everything at Family Dollar, they're going down like to almost nothing, $3 and $4, because this was a $9. I think it was a $9 one, or was it $7? Where's the thing at? I don't know. But anyways, 9, I thought the price tag was on here, but I don't see it. $9 or $10. What is this crazy? Where is it? I haven't taken, oh, here it is. Oh, yeah, I said, I knew I haven't taken, see, it was $9, but I think it's 10. I'm not 10, I think it's now $4. But this is way, look at this. This is fit Andre the Giant. Look at that. It didn't look like that at the store, you know. And then this was, it too, but they're kind of thin, especially this one. I personally like that, you know, better because, you know, it's not quite as see-through as this. This is like a neon green, light green. It's a hood also. I'm taking both of those bad boys back. I think they were both $4. Yeah, well, it was a $9, so I guess when I take it back, it's gonna be $4. I don't know. But, y'all, if you want to stock up on little, you know, little summer shirts like these, now this little shirt here that I got from, not Amazon, I'm so used to saying Amazon, y'all. Oh, I got me some pajama pants, too. I didn't bring them out here. But they fit fine. It's a 3X, but it's a small 3X, believe me, y'all. I usually get a size 2X or either 1X. But I looked at those pants, I said, these things look kind of small to be a 3X. Let me go get them real quick, y'all. Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on now. Don't you go nowhere. I'm coming. I had to go all the way in my room. I'm coming, y'all. I'm almost there. Oh, here's my receipt. Oh, boy. Because I got to take these back to the store. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I got to have that receipt because otherwise, well, they say as long as it's an even exchange, you can exchange it. And these, they said were $12.50, but they did not charge me those $12.50. I think they were like $3 or $4 too. Everything was, you know, because it's summer. You know. See, these are like a 3. They're big though, but you know, I don't mind them being a little big as long as they're not falling off big. And these ain't by any means falling off these hips of mine. And there's a cotton. I like that. I like that because they're, you know, they're, I don't know what all that stuff is. And who is this little guy here? I forgot. It's a cartoon. See? He's all over the jammies. And if you ask me, it's overkill. But anyway, I don't mind that either because I ain't going nowhere except around the house. I would not wear these in the street. If they were solid color, maybe. I don't know. They don't really look... Well, they're like a real thin t-shirt like. You know. Matter of fact, I ain't got no complaints about these. I like these. Matter of fact, I might get me another pair because I wear these year round, you know, as long as I'm in the house, you know, in the house in the winter time, and I just want to have on my pants. I don't want no skirt, nothing, you know, crawling up there or you know where to boldly go where no man's been before. I put it like this. I don't want nothing crawling up there boldly where no man has been in 9 years. Okay? Read between the lines, y'all. I'm telling you, I wouldn't even know how to act anymore. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, y'all. And so, anyway, what else did I do this morning? There was on my way home. I'm on my scooter, mind you. I'm always on my scooter because I don't drive, okay? I don't drive anymore. Years and years and years and years. And I do mean years ago I used to drive. But anyway, and so I'm on my way from Dunkin' Donuts. And on the side of the street, there's this nice table chair, table set. It looked like it had about 6 chairs. And the seat part, like the seat part of the chair is leather. Nothing wrong with them. And then it looked like what was a little, I don't know if it was like a side table or raised up, like a little desk or something. I don't know exactly what it was. Heavy, very, very heavy and sturdy stuff. And so I was looking at it, and all that lady look out there, she says, those are not for, I don't know what she said, but she was in back of me, I couldn't see her because I was riding by, but she was standing out on the porch. And they was on the sidewalk. Had anyone came by, if she hadn't been looking and taken them, there is nothing that she could have done about it because of the spot that they were sitting there. When you put something on the side of the street, if it's no longer yours, you don't care who take it. That's the way I do. When I put something out there outside of my yard, I don't care who takes it. And so she was saying something. She said, I guess that's why she was standing out there. She says, I'm waiting for someone to come to pick him up. I said, oh. I said, well, I wasn't going to take him. I don't have, it ain't like I was riding around with a truck. I'm on a scooter, for crying out loud. I said, oh, yes. I said, well, I'm just looking. And she says, it's somebody's. I said, I thought they were free, actually, because they're on the street. You know how you put your trash on the street? And they was out there along with a whole bunch of boxes. I don't know if there was anything in the boxes or not. But what I was doing, I was looking at that little thing that, looked like a little desk. Because the top, raised up like, a little storage area. Like I said, I don't know if it was a little desk or was it a little side table. It was really solid. I mean, solid. It made my little stuff over here that I got, my little table set, look like it came from the 5 and dime, okay? And like I said, if somebody had came along with a truck, picked it up, and she wasn't out there. If she wasn't out there, if she had said something like she did to me, and, and they were just riding by and happened to see it and pick it up and take it like in the middle of the night or something like that, if it was out there. Ain't nothing she could have done or said. Nope. Because it's on the street. And it looked like it was part of Yale, I don't know the name of it, but it was a brick building. I'm really not familiar with the buildings in that area, but it looked like it might have been part of Yale. Yale owned everything in this neck of the wood. But anyway, that was my little excitement for the morning, y'all. And I tell you, it felt so good. It really felt good to be out early in the morning. And I believe it made me get like a new lease on life. I came back home. I took my thermos with me, my other, the wide, nice mouth thermos. And I poured my coffee in there. So when I got home, my coffee was still nice and hot. And I just sat here and had a good old time drinking the coffee that was watered down and eating a half donut from the outside, not the inside, because the inside was like too raw doughy for me. I like my donuts cooked. I like all my food cooked. I don't want nothing raw, y'all. So, and like I said, that's just the way it is, and that's the way it rolls from where we from down south. Everything is cooked thoroughly. Because I've seen my mother cook a ham and little skippers, I don't know what it, bugs, worms, or what they were. They jumping around in the meat. And she just keep right on cutting it. And she cook it, it was like a ham that had been like in a smokehouse, I guess. I don't know what was going on. I was a young little girl. But I remember them things skipping around in that meat. And she kept cooking and kept frying it. And she fried it and we ate it. It was good, I tell you. But right on to this day, this is what I do. I do not eat raw meat of any kind, not on purpose. No, not if I can help it. Matter of fact, when the doctor was checking me and he was checking my, BM, he said he had to check for, what do you call it? Uh, I guess it's some kind of worm. Because he said something about you eat meat. I said to myself, unless he's done, God, my meat is cooked thoroughly. A lot of people got to have a raw. They're medium rare. They're this, that. I don't want nothing rare. Matter of fact, I threw a steak, a whole, the strips of steak that I had. I don't know if I said anything about it. But anyway, each to his own. If that's the way you like yours, that's the way you like yours. But the old girl right here, she don't eat raw meat. Not willingly. I know I probably have eaten some because sometime years ago, McDonald's little hamburgers used to have a little rawness look in it. Just the very thought of it. But anyway, y'all, enjoy what I hope it's not your lunchtime or your breakfast time. Well, it's closer to lunch than it is to breakfast because I did a little work around the house. This is how I had it going on this morning. And let me show you this really quick, and then I'm about ready to hang up the video. This is the new stitch I was telling you about. This is the Tunisian. This is what you call the Tunisian simple stitch. This is practicing. I'm practicing. And it curls up. They tell you, when the instructors are telling you that when you are making it, it's known to curl up. And so you have to, what do you call it? Block it. Like spray some water or something on it. Or either one lady, she says you can, actually wash it in the wash machine, but don't dry it. And let it dry like that and shape it the way you want to shape it. It's the way it'll be. It'll come out like that. But I love it. I love this stitch. It's a beautiful stitch. And this is one of the easiest. Like the first thing, I guess now this is the other side of it. That's nice too, yeah. And this is how it looks in a solid. Wait a minute, let's turn that. This is a solid. That would look nice on a belt too, See, belt. And that's the other side, which look like a pearl stitch. Very easy. And I said, I thought it was so complicated, which I had tried it before. I had done that. And like I said, everything that looks really complicated in crochet and stuff like that, it's not that serious, y'all. If you just get into a hobby, which each to his own. A lot of people are not good with their hands. They don't like doing things with their hands. But matter of fact, when we was going to this, what do you call it, training, going to train, and they give you these things to do, and it says that I work well with my hands, but I'm a very close, I'm a slow crocheter, y'all. I'm like a turtle still, and I've been doing it for years. But, sometimes I can speed up a little bit, but usually I'm at a little slow pace like that. Anyway, I know y'all ain't interested in my little hobby, but I don't have any more yarn. Well, I do have a one skein left. And the only reason I have that one skein left is because I had made that other, last blanket that I made, which came out beautifully. I love it. But I had that one skein and a pot of a skein left. So that skein over here, the one that I just showed you, that's the part that I'm practicing. I'm getting the feel of the new stitch, the feel of the new stitch. And then, after a while, it'll come like with ease, smooth. Oh, yeah. Anyway, y'all, I ain't gonna start making love to no yarn. That's for sure. On that note, I go with love.